Hi everyone, welcome to Short Skirts and Sarcasm. I'm Caroline, and this video is about all these special editions that I have picked up like a bookish magpie in the past maybe 6 months. So I didn't get these all at once, but I thought I would save all of them and show you all at once. So these are all special editions that I've acquired. So there's just piles of books around me. I can't be bothered to like put them in an alphabetical list like I usually do. Sorry, not sorry. So the first one is actually a series. This is the Brown Sisters series. Get a Life, Chloe Brown, Take a Hint, Dani Brown, and Actor Age, Eve Brown. And I have already read all of these, and I know I'm going to read them again. So I did get myself the Illumicrate editions of these, and they finally came, and I'm so happy about it. And so these are all romance books about three sisters, and they all have like very different personalities. Talia Hibbert is a masterful comedic writer. I have read some of her other books as well, and she's so funny. And so if you want something heartwarming, something light, something really funny, and also just like a great healthy relationships, then Talia Hibbert's your girl. These are great, but also her other books are also great. And they have sprayed edges, but I don't think they have anything on the, yeah, they just have like nice writing on the spine, but the covers are plain. Moving on, I did get myself a 3-month Fairy Loot subscription. I just did the 3 months. I think it was August, no, it was July, August, September, I think I got. I do not have room to acquire more of them, so I did just do it for the 3 months, and I got a bunch of books that I would have not bought for myself. So I think it'll be an interesting look to sort of like see if I like these. They're all YA fantasy, which is not a genre I usually gravitate towards, but I will read pretty much anything, so I will definitely read these at some point. So I got these Hollow Vows by Lexi Ryan, and it has beautiful stenciled edges and then sprayed edges on the tops and bottoms, and there is artwork in the jacket, and then the cover is also really beautiful. And does it have, oh, it's got a map in it, but presumably this is in all of them. So this is a fae fantasy book. The main character, Bree, has to infiltrate one of the magical courts to steal relics for another fae that she's made a deal with out of desperation. And so this looks like a pretty wild ride, and I'm looking forward to reading this. Then we have 6 Crimson Cranes by Elizabeth Lim. I think she wrote the Spin the Dawn, Unravel the Dusk duology. But this is another one stenciled on the sides and then sprayed top and bottom. Beautiful cover under the dust jacket, and then dust jacket art. And I've forgotten what this one's about, but I think out of all the ones I received in the Fairy Loot boxes, I think this one is my most anticipated read. Shioriyama, the only princess of Kyoto, has a secret. Forbidden magic runs in her veins, and on the morning of her betrothal ceremony, Shiori loses control. At first, her mistake seems like a stroke of luck for stalling the wedding that she never wanted, but it also catches the attention of Raikama, her stepmother. A sorceress in her own right, Raikama banishes the young princess, turning her brothers into cranes and warning Shiori that she must speak of it to no one. For every word that escapes her lips, one of her brothers will die. Penniless, voiceless, and alone, Shiori searches for her brothers and uncovers the dark conspiracy to seize the throne. Only Shiori can set the kingdom to rights, but to do so, she must place her trust in a paper bird, a mercurial dragon, and the very boy she fought so hard not to marry, and she must embrace the magic she's been taught all her life to contain, no matter what it costs. So this seems like a fairy tale or a fairy tale retelling, and we know I love a fairy tale, so I am pumped. And then the last one of the Fairy Loot mainstays is Defy the Night by Bridget Kemmerer. She sounded familiar, and I think she wrote A Curse So Dark and Lonely, but I'm not sure. So sprayed edges, beautiful end papers, beautiful cover, and of course art on the reverse of the dust jacket. The kingdom of Kandala is on the brink of disaster. Rifts between the sectors have only worsened since a sickness began ravaging the land, and the only known cure, an elixir made from the moonflower petal, is severely limited. Within the royal palace, the king holds a tenuous peace with a ruthless hand. So this also looks like a really exciting adventure story, and I do love an adventure. And the August and September boxes also came with paperbacks in them. So the first one was Afterlive by Tanya Byrne, and this is a sapphic romance where I think one of the characters has died, and so she's in the afterlife, trying to continue her relationship. So I'm excited for this. It's also really beautiful. And the other one is Beasts of Prey by Ayana Gray. And this one doesn't have sprayed edges, but I'm also excited for this one. I've seen it around and I was intrigued, and then it came in my Fairy Loot box and I was even more intrigued. Coffee is a beastkeeper at Lacosa's infamous Night Zoo, caring for fearsome creatures to pay off her family's debts, until she mistakenly unleashes a wild and mysterious power that sends the Night Zoo up in flames. So this sounds wonderfully magical, and I'm also excited for this. I'm just excited for everything. And then this is also a Fairy Loot edition, but it is a standalone, and that is This Poison Heart by Kaylin Barron. And I have been wanting to read Cinderella is Dead for a while. I do have it, and I will read it soon, and then I will also read this soon. The sequel's cover was just revealed a few days ago, and it is also beautiful. So is this. Beautiful sprayed edges. This is a fantasy as well. Oh, and it's signed. And it has beautiful end papers. No artwork, but the cover is suitably pretty as well. Briseis has a gift. She can grow an apple tree from a seed in a heartbeat, and flowers bloom at her touch. And when she inherits an old house, she suddenly has the privacy to test her powers for the first time. But as Bree starts to magic the house's rambling grounds back to life, she finds that she has also inherited generations of secrets. In a hidden garden overrun with the most dangerous, deadly, poisonous plants on Earth, a dark legacy lies waiting for her. So this sounds like a wonderfully wholesome, planty book with dark undertones, and I am here for it. And then this is a very impulse buy. I did buy the Waterstones exclusive edition of Snow Country by Sebastian Faulks. I really like Sebastian Faulks' writing. I find his actual plots and characters are hit and miss. I am hoping for the best from this. I'm really hoping. So the sprayed edges are really pretty. It's got like a two-tone kind of thing. And this, I think, oh, it's got beautiful end papers. Look at that. And it also has a little built-in bookmark, which I love. So this is a historical fiction book, like most Sebastian Faulks books, but it jumps through time a little bit. 1914, aspiring journalist Anton arrives in Vienna, where he meets Delphine, a woman of experience and deep secrets. Entranced by the light of first love, Anton comes to life until his country declares war on hers. So World War I is another theme that Sebastian Faulks loves, so I'm not surprised it ends up in this one. 1927, for Lena, life with her mother in a small town has been cosseted and cold. A few years after her schooling, she encounters a young lawyer who spirits her away to Vienna. However, what she imagines to be love soon crumbles, and she leaves the city behind to take a post in the snow-capped sanatorium, the Schloss Seeblick. 1933, having lost many friends on the Eastern Front, Anton is sent to write about the mysterious Schloss Seeblick. In this place, on the banks of a silvery lake where the roots of human suffering are laid bare, the two people will see each other as if for the first time. So Sebastian Faulks really loves like thwarted romance and adventures to find your way back to someone. So I'm guessing that that's what this is. So I have high hopes, and I'm really hoping that Sebastian doesn't disappoint me. again. And then I also got the anniversary edition of The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. More stencils, more sprayed top and bottom. The end papers are really beautiful. There's no stuff on the reverse, but the cover has these really beautiful flowers on it, and the end papers are made up of fan art, and it's also illustrated in the center. Like, it's got different fan art in here. And I really loved Addie LaRue when I read it when it came out last year, so I will definitely be reading it again. And I thought, why not spend money on a duplicate because it's so pretty. And then another anniversary edition, I got the Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller. It's a naked hardback, really beautiful. I have already read this, not this copy of it. I have a Kindle copy that I think I got for like £2. Loved it, will reread it, so I thought I would treat myself to the signed exclusive anniversary edition. The end papers are also really beautiful. I don't think there's any illustration in here, but it's also just really satisfying to hold in your hands, and it feels like it opens really easily. So that is definitely something I look for in a hardback. And then last, I have The Man Who Died Twice by Richard Osman. And this is a Waterstones exclusive edition. And ooh, it includes an extra chapter. So that's cool. This is the sequel to The Thursday Murder Club, of which I have the hardback. This isn't an exclusive edition. It's just a normal hardback. But they are basically the same edition, but this one's special. It's got real cute foxes. And does it have... Is it signed? It's got more cute foxes. So this is the sequel. It's a bunch of like old retirees who have who are smart and have lots of deductive reasoning powers, and are also retired, so they have a lot of free time. So like, why not solve murders? How fun. So the print on this is relatively big, so it looks like it's a big book, but I think I could get through it pretty fast. I got through the first one pretty fast. And there was definitely some twists in that book that I didn't see coming. I was intrigued by it, and I wasn't sure, because I'd never heard of Richard Osman, so I thought he was just like a mystery writer. I have since then found out that he is like famous in his own right, which good for him, sure. So as soon as I found out it was like a celebrity book, I was like, I don't know if this is gonna be good, but it was good. It was pretty good. So I'm excited for this sequel. I did have it pre-ordered because I was so excited for it. So yeah, I got the exclusive edition, and I'm pumped to read more about murder. Do I have a problem with book buying and being interested in murder? Maybe. But I will have new videos up soon that probably don't have anything to do with murder. Probably. No promises. So thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.